WWE Roadblock End of the line full results. WWE's final pay-per-view of 2016 saw the longest reigning tag team champions of all dethroned, along with a shocking ending to the women's championship match. Check out the full results below. Rusev defeated Big Cass by countout. Action spilled into the crowd as the referee continued his 10 count, and Lana took the opportunity to shove Enzo Amore at ringside and then feign injury. An enraged Rusev delivered a clothlesline to take out Enzo, then slid into the ring just as the referee was finishing his count. Distracted by Enzo, Big Cass lost the match, and Rusev and Lana sprinted up the ramp to escape. Cesaro and Sheamus defeated the New Day to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Xavier Woods hopped on the apron to play the trombone and distract the referee just as Kofi Kingston was tapping out to Cesaro's Sharpshooter, then shoved Kofi out of the way and ate a Brogue Kick from Sheamus. Kingston recovered, but was beaten by a bit of trickery from Cesaro. Cesaro pretended Sheamus had tagged him in as the legal man, but pulled his hand away at the last second, then rushed in the ring and was hit by Kingston's finisher. Kofi, thinking Cesaro was the legal man, pinned him, but Sheamus capitalized by rolling Kingston up and taking the titles from the New Day after nearly 500 days as champions. Sami Zayn defeated Braun Strowman by lasting for the full 10 minutes. Zayn seemed to be surprised that he was announced as the winner when the 10-minute limit expired, as he was lining up a second Helluva Kick to Strowman. Zayn only sort of lasted the duration, as Mick Foley walked down to the ring and debated throwing in the towel on the match, which gave Zayn a bit of a break. Seth Rollins defeated Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens might have the worst run of timing in WWE history. Jericho's surely former best friend tried to rush to the ring to help Jericho near the end of a solid unevenly fought bout, only to unintentionally distract the referee as Jericho had Rollins rolled up. Jericho then turned his back on Rollins to yell at Owens, allowing Rollins to recover. A few seconds later, Rollins hit the pedigree for the win. Rich Swann defeated T.J. Perkins and the Brian Kendrick to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Perkins locked Swann in the knee bar multiple times and nearly forced Swann to tap, but Swann persevered, caught Perkins with a brutal kick to keep his title. Neville makes surprise return, attacks Rich Swann. Immediately after Swann's victory, Neville made his first TV appearance since October and destroyed Swann to signal his intent as a cruiserweight title contender. Charlotte defeated Sasha Banks to win the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte dominated much of the Iron Man match, but it took her nearly 20 minutes to score the first fall of the match, despite the fact that Banks took a nasty fall to the stairs on the outside. Charlotte hit natural selection from the top rope to go up 1-0. Banks quickly evened up the score out of nowhere with a roll-up, then forced Charlotte to tap with the Banks statement to take a 2-1 lead. Banks was 3 seconds away from winning in regulation, but she tapped out to the figure 4 while fans counted down the clock. Rather than ending in a draw, it was announced that the match would continue in sudden death overtime, though Banks could barely walk. Banks tried to hit the Banks statement despite being busted open and gushing blood, but Charlotte was able to counter into a figure 4, which she transitioned into a figure 8. Banks was unable to reach the ropes, and Charlotte became a 4-time women's champion. Kevin Owens defeated Roman Reigns by disqualification after Chris Jericho interfered. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens pulled the ultimate prank on Roman Reigns Sunday night. After Owens unsuccessfully interfered in Jericho's match against Seth Rollins, their friendship appeared to be finally over. Jericho entered the ring at the very end of a slugfest between Owens and Reigns Sunday with both men on the ground, then turned on his friend and delivered a codebreaker to the Universal Champion to end the match. Jericho, however, was simply making sure Owens retained. The two celebrated and embraced in the center of the ring while Roman Reigns looked on from the outside, realizing what had just happened. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns put Chris Jericho through an announce table. In retaliation, Seth Rollins joined Reigns and the two former Shield members had a throwback moment, putting Jericho through a foreign announce table. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns put Chris Jericho through a different announce table. The duo of Rollins and Reigns then chased down an escaping Kevin Owens and put him through another announce table.